So, Julius Malema has just been found guilty for firing a rifle at his EFF rally back in 2018. He claimed that it was a toy gun. He further said that his white bodyguard handed him this rifle. Check out these clips.
One and two. Accused 1, in respect of counts 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, you are found guilty as charged. Accused 2, Mr. Snyman, in respect of counts 4 and 6, you are found not guilty and discharged.
These Malema charges are pretty serious. I mean, firing a gun in public spaces is prohibited, especially in a crowded place. He could have endangered himself or his supporters. What if the gun or the bullet, what if the bullet ricocheted and it hits someone? I totally agree with these charges against him. He is loved in South Africa, don't get me wrong, but he is not above the law. The judiciary will be sending the wrong message to the country if they allow him to walk scot-free. But I want to point out the very hypocritical nature of this politically motivated case. Malema was found guilty, but his white bodyguard who handed him this rifle, who was complicit in this crime, was acquitted. This case highlights a crack in the racial disparity in this country. There is a malfunction in our justice system where selective accountability is rife. If this white bodyguard was found not guilty for handing Malema the gun in which he loaded the bullets in before giving Malema the gun, then how did Malema even get the gun in the first place? Tell me this is not an Oval Office conviction. This judgment comes from the White House. Why am I saying so? Check out this clip.
And he arrived and he examined cartridge mentioned in four 4.13.1. And it was further marked
the way this woman is reading out this verdict screams illiterate. Boers are naturally illiterate and mediocre, is given. They can't read English, and worst of all, they can't read United States English. And that verdict was written in United States English. She didn't write that verdict. It's from Washington, D.C. And it's so ironic that we have an AfriForum judge presiding over this case. The same AfriForum that lied to the international community that Julius Malema is responsible for the white genocide in this country. The same Malema that has been a thorn in their butt for decades. The same Malema they've been playing cat and mouse to silence him. Where is the guilty verdict for these white criminals?
Wat ons doen, ons maak so. Jy vat hom 9 mil, jy draai hom.
Kyk 9 mil in die hand. Wat? Jy sien, dis is ons rol. Ons rol reg of ons rol uit.
Where is their verdict? Where is the outrage? Why aren't Operation Dudula not hunting them down? The justice system failed to give the Meyiwa family justice after 11 years. 11 years after this man has died and no one has been convicted, even though we know who the killer is. And suddenly the justice system is now working in full force because it's Julius Malema. The way the judiciary is set up, it shows that it is not fair or just. It is used as a political instrument to oppress black people. And Mukwanazi told us that the judiciary of South Africa is involved with drug cartels and trafficking syndicates that are currently governing Gauteng province in South Africa as we speak. They are governing South Africa behind the scenes and they are protected by the ANC mafia group. Everybody in this picture is corrupt, but that's what happens when you put criminals in the justice system. The people will never get justice. This is a politically motivated case, if you ask me. I mean, here we have AfriForum that has been trying for decades to silence Malema. Back then, when he was a youth league president, an ANC youth league president under Jacob Zuma, you know, he has always been that voice. He has always been fearless in confronting the injustices of this country, in confronting racism, in confronting the inequality of this country, and how the political sphere is set up to favor the minority of this country. He's always been vocal about that. And white people, they do not like it when you shake their comfort. They do not like it when you shake the natural order. They hate it. They hate it. More so when it comes from a black man that is fearless. One thing about the white people of this country, they have counted on black people acting inferior. They've counted on that. They know that as long as blacks are inferior and they don't question or anything, they are insubordinate. They are insubordinate. They don't question the system on how it's set up and is working to serve the minority. Then it's fine. The Rainbow Nation can continue. But once a black man or a black woman or a black person in general stands up and questions the system that is oppressing us, the system that claims it has changed in 1994, but still continue with the same patterns of apartheid, then it's a problem. When we start questioning that, they start putting in fire. They start hauling in international communities to come rain on you, just like they did with Malema. AfriForum has been trying for decades to silence Malema because Malema questions the system. The system that claims it has changed in 1994 but still behaves like it's an apartheid system economically. Oppression just changed its clothes. Same MO, different styles, different clothes, different color. And Malema questions that. Malema saw through the fake democracy of 1994 and was loud in questioning that. And AfriForum hated it. White people of this country hated it and they needed to silence him. And they've been playing this cat and mouse with Julius Malema for so long that any little thing that they catch him on, they'll make a mountain out of a molehill. So now they took this 2018 case that was buried. This case was not going anywhere, to be honest. No one was looking to convict Malema. Everybody knew that it was a celebratory moment. Everybody knew that the EFF erupted in cheers when he fired that rifle. I'm not saying it's right. It's wrong. The law is the law. It's wrong. I get that and I agree. But everybody was happy. And the case was buried. The case just was sitting on a dusty shelf. No one wanted to look at it. The judiciary looked the other way and life moved on. But because white people are not happy, because Donald Trump requested that South Africa arrest Malema because Malema's representation is dangerous to the international community, to the global north, they had to scramble and find any little thing that they can charge him with so that they can promote the Washington, D.C. mandate of arresting Malema. And here we are. There we are. White Boers are busy shooting rifles in the air in public spaces. They are busy destroying government facilities like the police stations. But nothing happens to them. And yet Malema must face the music, the law. He must face the music. He must face the iron fist of the law. Suddenly the judiciary know how to implement the law and order of this country. The same judiciary that turned a blind eye when Senzo Meyiwa was murdered, and even they were complicit in cleaning they were responsible in cleaning the crime scene of Senzo Meyiwa and covering up for the suspects. The judiciary made sure that this case was not going anywhere. The judiciary made sure that the Meyiwa family never get to the bottom of what happened to their son. But suddenly, now they want to act holier than thou. The same judiciary that's involved with drug cartel members and trafficking syndicates that control South Africa behind the scenes. That judiciary, suddenly they know law and order. Suddenly they want to implement the law. Wow, double standards. Yeah, no. A lot of a lot of South Africa's or the government states fundings or whatever. whatever the system, actually, the government system, the South African system is used as a political vehicle to settle political scores. Yeah. The South African system is used as a vehicle to settle political scores. And it is a system that is controlled by the white supremacists. The white supremacists that have ties to the white supremacists of the global north, aka United States. It's playing out in real life, and we still have Black South Africans cheering at this guilty verdict and not seeing or not reading between the lines of what is truly happening. It's sad. It's sad that you can't read between your hate for Julius Malema has clouded your judgment, has made you blind to see that a racial misconduct has just been played out right in front of our faces, and we are clapping and cheering. We are clapping and cheering, and we are backing up AfriForum, the same AfriForum that lied and said Black people of South Africa are killing white people. That AfriForum. The double standards of this country, the Black South Africans and their lack of political education, their lack of education on politics will be their downfall. Because a racial discrepancy has just been played out right in our faces. And we are not even calling for justice. We are not calling out the entities behind this guilty verdict. All because Julius Malema loves the black skin. All because Julius Malema advocates for Africans, advocates for African unity. You hate him because he loves the black skin. You hate him because white people have told you that hate yourself. As a Black person in South Africa, you're not allowed to love yourself. You're not allowed to have confidence in yourself. You're not allowed to question the system. All you have to do is bow your head, stay oppressed, never question the system, and you will be fine. We will provide you with the comfort that you need. And with that, and you let that white comfort, your proximity to whiteness, cloud your judgment and made you think that you're better than the rest of the African continent. Honey, you're not. You're not better than Nigerians. You're not better than Zimbabweans. You're not better than Botswana, Ethiopian, Eritreans. You're not better than them. You are the same. You are the same. It's just that your proximity to whiteness has made you think that you are holier and better than them, but you're not. Has clouded your judgment. You have sold Julius Malema so you can stay in comfort. That's what Black South Africans just did. What do you think about the segment? Comment to me in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and share the broadcast. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss these groundbreaking conversations right here on the African Diaspora News Channel. Family, you know that I have my own YouTube channel. It's called The Native Talk. The link is in the description box below. So do go to the description box below, click on the link, and hey, subscribe to the Native Talk. We discuss this issue further. We link all the discrepancies of this country together and how we can come together as the diaspora and help the uneducated Black South Africans. Until then, goodbye.